Hey guys, today we're talking about Rhongomyniad. Rongo? Yeah, that's how I feel about Rongo. It makes me feel nothing on the inside, you know? That wasn't my mic breaking off there. So, anyways, Rhongomyniad has this lovely effect where it cannot be destroyed by battle here, and then it gains 1,500 attack defense here, and then it becomes unaffected by other cards' effects, and then your opponent cannot normal or special summon monsters, and then once per turn you can destroy all cards your opponent controls. So the effects that make Rongo aids are basically primarily effect number 3 and effect number 4. And it's just painful, really. So when Rhongomyniad is on the field, you have no way of getting rid of Rhongomyniad unless you could, like, tribute set Rhongomyniad, which doesn't exist as far as I know. And even if there was a card that could do it, Rhongomyniad is unaffected, so, like, assuming you could... Well, assuming it's just a 3-mat Rhongomyniad, you cannot Super Poly Rhongomyniad, because it is not affected by Super Poly. So that's just pain, really. No other way to put it. But, yeah. So, with a 4-mat minimum Rongo, it just... one-sidedly, your opponent can now no longer normal or special summon monsters, and they're unaffected by other cards/effects, or cards effects, or whatever. So, this means the only thing you're allowed to do is set cards, and the only cards you can really activate are pretty much just going to be, like, from either in hand, in graveyard, or just spell traps. So, primarily spell traps and, I guess, hand traps are what you're mostly going to be looking at. So, the only way to out Rhongomyniad, pretty much, within reason, I guess, like, the one card that does it, XYZ Encore. And the reason XYZ Encore works is it says target one face-up XYZ monster your opponent controls that has XYZ material, detach all XYZ materials from it, and if you do, return it to the extra deck. Then if there is a monster card in the graveyard among those detach XYZ materials, special summon as many of those monsters as possible from the graveyard to your opponent's side of the field in face-up defense position. Their levels are reduced by 1 on the field. Cards and effects cannot be activated in response to this card's activation. So, funnily enough, Solemn Judgment wouldn't work on XYZ Encore. But, yeah, this outs Rhongomyniad. And it does have the plus side that this could technically also, like, out Zeus. So, some extra points for that, except if you did this against Sprite, like, and they, like, downed Zeus, yeah, you're just going to give them a search off this as you out their Zeus. That's not fun. But anyways, the reason this effect can disable Rhongomyniad here is it does not affect Rhongomyniad. It affects Rhongomyniad's materials, which are still affected by card effects. And then by the time we reach the point where you shuffle or put back Rhongomyniad, return it to the extra deck, then it is at 0 materials, meaning it is affected by that effect now. Which is weird, but it is what it is, I guess. That's how it works. But the really disgusting, like, combo, like, or just one card that summons Rhongomyniad that's actually just disgusting is Number Evil. Number Evil. Well, however you pronounce this card. This card allows you to more or less special summon a number monster, and you give it 4 materials. 4 materials, right? Your opponent cannot no more special summon monsters. Okay, so then if you pair it with this card, Salesman. Declare one card name for the rest of this turn. Your opponent cannot activate cards or the effects of cards with that same original name as that declared card. The same restrictions apply to you, but for the rest of this duel instead of just this turn. So, Sales Ban on Rhongomyniad actually stops, well, the detach for some reason. I don't know why, honestly, but it just doesn't detach, and these are continuous effects which Sales Ban doesn't do anything about. So now there's just this floodgate that's pretty much impossible to out. There are like very specific outs to it, like if you were to evenly matched, for example, and for some reason they have to banish Rhongomyniad, like they control a token or something, then they would have to banish their own Rhongomyniad kind of deal, which works. Like, jank stuff like that, like, share the pain, I guess. I believe this works. Share the pain, tribute one monster, make your opponent tribute one monster for no effect. So if Rhongomyniad's the only monster they control, this outs Rhongomyniad, and then they're, well, so essentially it has to be kind of a thing your opponent does. That way, it kind of counts as not directly affecting things. So I believe Ferret Flames also works. So, basically, I'm pretty sure more or less no one's running any of those cards, just straight up. So, outing this, good luck with that one. And, yeah. I believe there are several decks that can actually make Rhongomyniad. And it's just pain. No other words. So, notably to special summon Rhongomyniad, there are a few ways you could do it to get a hefty several mat Rhongomyniad. So, there is Phantom Knights. So, PK can XYZ4. And it's actually a dark, which pairs well with Breaksword. So you can, like, if you special summon Breaksword here to a zone Rusty points to, you can destroy that, and then you have 2 4s for your Rhongomyniad, and that's not including, like, Ancient Cloak, special summon, or not special summon, add to the hand the Phantom Knights of Stained Greaves, and set, Shade Brigandine. So, that's a format Rongo setup there. And your opponent's basically a sing duck at that point. Truly good luck to your opponent in that case. So then, let's see. There's also, like, Onomat, for example. Onomat can, like, Astraltopia's a warrior, for example. Like, there's some cards that are just warriors in Onomat, and that allows you to make Rongo. And you can probably, like, use the Zexal field spell to attach an additional material to the Rongo, so you only need, like, 3 warriors. And it's also possible to rank up to Rongo if you make a rank 3, which is just a thing you can do, I guess. No comment on that one. Just kind of still suffering from hearing this, man. But the most obnoxious thing that someone could hit you with is simply the numbers evil, the numbers evil sales ban Rongo, because spell trap negates are honestly the rarest form of negation in Yu-Gi-Oh! I would say. For example, a lot of the time, the sprite end board is typically just going to be Sprite Elf, IP Mask, and then a copy of Red. So, drop numbers eval, and then, like, they're done. And then if you have sales ban, they're just extra done, I guess. The only issue with ever using numbers evil is if you would have, is that you would have to deal with the restriction that you cannot special summon monsters except for number XYZ monsters while you control that face-up monster. But the most obnoxious thing is, decks that don't actually special summon. So, like, Fluandries. That's notable, I guess. So Flu can just hit you with numbers evil, sales ban, and then boom, they can play freely under it and you're just like permanently floodgated. And the chances that you have an out to this, they're not very high, honestly. It's just probably not gonna happen. Just checking the card text real fast. If your opponent controls a monster special summon from the extra deck and you do not. So it has to be special summon from the extra deck and you do not. There's probably some way to honestly numbers evil sales ban like turn 1. Would not be surprised. I don't really want to think about it, but yeah. I don't really have any comments on Rhongomyniad, but there's some things worth noting, I guess. So skill drain, if skill drain is on the field first, flip face up before Rongo is summoned. Rongo is negated and you don't have to deal with any of those, so any continuous like skill drain like effect works. Or you can just prevent the summon of Rhongomyniad, because before Rhongomyniad hits the field technically, like before the summon is resolved, I guess you would say. You can like solemn it or something of this effect, I guess. And that will also get rid of Rhongomyniad for you. So, the good thing is there aren't many decks playing him right now. And the argument is that, oh, it's because Bamboozling Gossip Shadow is banned. And I'd say... Wait, can I not spell? Damn. Is it? What? Alright, we try again. Gossip Shadow? Wait, what? Oh, right. I didn't spell it wrong. It's just banned. Oh, right. Bamboozling Gossip Shadow. Bamboozling Gossip Shadow can attach to a numbers monster, like for example, I don't know, let's say Rhongomyniad. So if there are two, if you just use 2 level 4 warriors to make Rhongomyniad, you can attach Bamboozling Gossip Shadow to get like a, let's see, it's 5 mat, I believe. A 5 mat Rongo. Yeah, but I would argue Bamboozling Gossip Shadow was never the issue. There aren't any like other like numbers monsters that significantly benefit off of this effect of Bamboozling Gossip Shadow in a degen way as Heroic Champion Rhongomyniad, so I just hope one day we can get him back in Master Duel. Meh. Shame. Well, that's all I have for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.